Well, hello there, you great and magnificent people. How are you guys on this beautiful day? Right now we're just west of Statesville, North Carolina, where we parked for the evening. We did park at a scale, a DOT scale, but I like to park just past them, and they've never actually bothered me here in North Carolina once you get past the scale. But I will say that scale opened up at 5 o'clock this morning. Whew! This scale's a busy scale. It's a very busy scale. Right now we have 41,000 pounds of chicken on board. We are taking that from Hatchery, North Carolina, over to Moline, Missouri. We have give or take probably around 900 miles left to deliver this load, so we're not going to make it all today. We're going to give it a valiant effort to make it as far as we can. We are going to go through the gorge again today, but something pretty cool. We are going to go up Black Mountain. A lot of you guys really like hearing First Class, and well, you like hearing her going up Black Mountain. It's a 6 miles, 7% grade going up, and it always seems the going up part is a lot more steeper than the going down part. At least it does to me. I got nothing else. Let's go drive a truck.
That was my dad that was beside of you when the other truck was on the shoulder. He just got off the exit back there off exit 98. We live over here. But how you doing?
Doing alright. I was on the phone with the old man there when you guys were rolling by there.
I did on that. How's he doing? I seen he had surgery for his pancreas. My dad just had rotor surgery done on his.
Well, he got some bitter news today. They took the prostate out, and they took samples of the lymph nodes all the way around it. Two of them came back positive still for cancer. So he's not really in the best moods right now. Just trying to figure his next step out.
Well, you and your family and him will definitely be in our prayers.
I'm heading for Moline, Missouri right now. I'll kick this off and we'll start heading back north then.
You know, now, yeah, we're headed up there to come to Washington. I figured we'd be riding on the same route you're going to be taking.
10-4.
I see that we passed you by the scale. We said it east to go get loaded. And then we passed you again. We seen Opie up there in the driver's seat.
Yeah, we were tucked in bed. He was up walking around.
Good deal. You're the second YouTuber I've seen out here. First guy I met in Shelby, Iowa, was Milkman. He's a kid about my age. And then I seen you today, and my wife's like, look, there's Schmidt right there.
That's cool. I appreciate it, man.
We'll continue to watch your videos, keep y'all with your button in our prayers. So, hope you have a blessed one. We're going to get on down the road.
I can't afford it. Thank you. You as well, man. Now, I don't think I've ever taken you guys on this part of everything. We need to weigh this trailer because, like I said yesterday, it was a little stout.
First way or relay?
This is going to be a first way, ma'am.
Alright, what's your truck number?
My truck number is 24.
Alright, I got your weight, pull up, don't block the scale, and I'll see you inside for your weight ticket. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And there you go. We're weighed and we're going to run inside and get our scale ticket now after we found a nice parking spot. Hold on. There you go. We got a nice parking spot way behind us, so we're just going to back off the scale. No one's behind us, so it should work out pretty good. Somebody unloaded a load of biscuits or some kind of rolls that are frozen, and you can bake them because they're still dough. You know, they're still solid dough. Opie doesn't want nothing to do with them. Well, we haven't made it too far down the road. We're basically, if I remember right, I think Black Mountain's a few more miles up the road here. Oh yeah, shout out. I'm gonna give you a shout out. Even though by now you guys have already heard them talking on the radio. That was Liz. I remember Liz, but I had to write down the name of you, big guy. Joe. I don't know why I can't remember that. Told you guys before, I'm horrible with names. Joe and Liz. First off, before I thank you, wow, that is a beautiful truck. Just flat out beautiful. I've never driven a Western Star before, and if I ever do, I want to drive one just like that. Dang, beautiful color. All of his lights were working. I mean, it just looked like, your truck looked like a perfect truck in the wise of everything functioning. You know, when you were like passing me, you know, I have lights that don't work, or a light, you know, as in yesterday's video. I have holes where there's no lights. My steps are all bent up. I need to replace those. But then when you passed me, I was on the phone with Dad when you did. But man, that's a perfect truck. It truly is, man. You should be proud of yourself. You and the wife there on that truck. You guys do good. On to other news. Keep your prayers coming. Dad went in for his checkup, doctor's appointment. Everything inside the body's healing good from his surgery. I told you guys they took samples from his lymph nodes the day of the surgery. I think I told you guys, and those results would be back in. They're back in. They're giving it a title of stage 3 prostate cancer. But the way Dad's explaining it to me, the only reason they can give it that title is because they found cancer outside of the organ. It's not spread, but they found specks of it inside the lymph node. One lymph node, they found a speck of cancer. Now, I'm sure someone out there can explain this quite better, but, and Dad was explaining something about 6 weeks, something about a shot, something about radiation. You know me, it's kind of confusing to me, but the way I understand it, in 6 weeks, maybe 12 weeks, you'll be able to go back in and maybe get rid of that. You know, I was on the phone with him and we were talking, and I told him, I go, you know, I've heard stories from you guys and from other people, their bodies were full of cancer, and they went in and they got it all out. So the way I'm looking at it, a speck, not even a speck really, a person should be able to get rid of that pretty easy, shouldn't they? I don't know. I tell you what, the old man, he's up and down roller coaster, emotional roller coaster is what's going on right now. So do me a favor, just keep the prayers coming. I always appreciate him. So does he, so does Mom, so does the whole family actually. So that's where we're sitting on the dad front, and we're all still a little worried. I think the only reason I'm talking to you guys, there's a few reasons I'm telling you guys about all this stuff. You know, because a lot of times you would think, well, he should probably keep that private to himself. Well, for one thing, the more prayers a person can get, the better. You know, the more thoughts a person can be inside of someone's head, the better. But also because you guys have been through this. I mean, there's, out of 16,000 subscribers, you guys have shared your stories with me and Dad. So if we have any questions on things, you know, it's just, this is like an information highway. Let's put it that way. Talking to you guys is like an information highway, because we get a lot of answers that we needed answers to, a lot of things that can make you, it's just better this way, me telling you guys about it. That's the way I'm going to look at it, because I get more pluses out of telling you about it than I would keeping it a secret and negatives, because prayers are always good, but then the information you guys give me. Alright, so where are we at here? We scaled the truck. We're going to run inside. We're going to grab our scale ticket. Scale tickets cost $12. Stinks, you know, to spend 12 bucks. They used to be 10, they used to be 8, but they cost 12 bucks. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to give them 12 bucks just to find out that my weights are just fine and I'm being paranoid. But I really don't want to, small world. You got a Sioux City, Iowa right beside me. Get on and, hold on. You okay, baby? You okay? Okay. Sorry. It's the first time that's happened. The steps. Slipped off my step. And Opie about went down. He had to get some assistance on the way in. That's not good. Now it's going to take me another 10 times to get him to trust those steps. Like I said, we're going to run in and get our ticket now. Alrighty, so we did get our scale ticket here. Everything's looking plenty good on it. The drive axle is a little heavy, so what I just simply do is we're going to slide these tandems up a little bit. When I slide these up, it's going to take weight off of the truck. You ready to go? Yeah? Okay, so am I. I just really am ready to go drive. Let's get these tandems slid, then we'll get on the road. Well, guys, we're on the outside in Nashville, Tennessee right now. Trip's going pretty good. We ran into some fog back there. Well, it was probably around right when we got up here on through the gorge in Tennessee. There, we ran into some pretty nasty fog. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, that was Black Mountain. A few things about Black Mountain. You know, you guys may like recognize a truck passing me or whatnot. And not that I'm worried about my pride being hurt at all, but they were empty. Just to let you know, they were empty. we're not completely full with 40,000 in the box. I think we're grossing out around 76,000 pounds. But there's many different ways you can go up Black Mountain, or up any mountain per se. You know, a lot of guys just hold it to the wood and see how far she'll go before she blows. Or me, I just grab a gear and find that happy gear. And you know, the speed limit going up Black Mountain is 35, which works out pretty good because first class can hold 35 relatively easy. I just have to I usually just put it around that 1500 RPM mark and just let her eat going up it. You know, I don't go a little crazy. She could definitely go up it a lot faster, but there's no reason in killing your truck just to go up something little, you know. You know, a little tidbit about Nashville, Tennessee here. Well, Warden really wanted to come to Nashville, so me, Warden, and a couple friends of ours jumped on the motorcycles, and we rode the Harleys out here. We actually, that was our big trip. We went out to North Carolina, rode through, I think it's Dragon's Tail or something like that. But they actually talked me, antisocial me, into going to downtown Nashville on a Saturday night. Now, if you're familiar with downtown Nashville, it's a madhouse. I mean, it is flat out crazy. Now, of course, this was before the pandemic, and before, unfortunately, before Nashville had their attack with the bomb. But it was nuts, guys. I mean, you were, and I'm not talking down, I mean, when I say downtown, it is a huge area. It's a big long street. I want to say it's Broadview Street, I think, if I remember right. But there was thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And then every single bar, every single club had live music. Because, well, you know, it's Nashville, you know, it's where singers come, I guess. But every single bar had live music. So inside the bar, it might sound okay. Outside the bar, you just heard probably 100 different bands playing at the same time. You almost needed earplugs to go through it. And, well, let's just say I think I gave the girls about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours down there. I just looked at them and said, I'm heading back to the hotel. Either catch an Uber, catch a taxi. You guys can come back to the hotel when you're done. And, well, they weren't too keen on that, so they came back with us. But just thought I'd fill you guys in on that. If you haven't been, well, I don't know what it'd be like right now. I really don't, during everything that's going on. But it was crazy. It was pure crazy. Holy smokes. I think I spent like 15 bucks just to park my motorcycle. So we took both of the motorcycles and put them together into one. I remember doing that. A lot of walking, and I think it was probably like 80 or 98 degrees that night. It's kind of a warm night. You guys know how to grow that humidity down here in Nashville. It's beautiful. Okay, I gotta say something good about it now. It was beautiful, I will say. I mean, to see that many people having a good time. Everybody, the bands were good. I mean, I want to say Kid Rock. His bar was 5 stories high, somewhere in there, in multiple levels. And each story was wide open, no windows, no nothing. Each story was a different band. And like I said before, inside that building, the band might have sounded good, but when you're out on the street, all you hear is a couple, 100 different bands playing at the same time. So it gets to you a little bit. That and the shoulder-to-shoulder thing with everybody. I didn't like being shoulder-to-shoulder with people before the pandemic started. We had a little ups, didn't we, baby? Another thing you guys need to remember if you're going to bring your dogs with you is watch where they step. Hope we got a big old paw full of fifth wheel grease, didn't you, baby? That stuff is a bear to get off your hands and your arms. Can you imagine what it is right now, all caked up in Opie's paw? The poor puppy. Got it all over your bed too. Yeah, looks like you get to finish out the trip laying on my Afghan. Yeah. Want some? We're just gonna... Really? That's not hurting me. You know it's not hurting me. We're just going to keep wiping though till I get it all. Yes, yes. Yes, I know. It's my fault. I know. We were walking across the parking lot. Yeah. Had to find some grass, didn't we? Well, guys, we got our fuel. We're cleaning our German up. Then we're going to get on the road. I think I got most of it. Now I need to take your bedding up and put your blanket down, okay? Well, guys, we found a place to land. We are just east of St. Louis, Missouri right now. I don't know what mile marker it's at, but we're on Interstate 64 somewhere. This is where we're going to call home. Probably a little bit over 200 miles to 280 miles to get to Milan, Missouri from here. We'll finish that up tomorrow. Get this load kicked off, and we'll talk about our next load after that. Other than that, guys, you guys keep yourself safe, and as always, I'll see you next time. Well, on second thoughts, maybe I'll just let you lay there, because you're not laying in it. You won't be laying in it, and it's just a little bit that we got wiped up. And then by the time we get a couple more 100 miles into us, you'll have it all pour off your paws and go run around a little bit more. Yeah, I don't want you getting grease on the Afghan. This blanket we can just get rid of. Yeah. Alrighty.